What's going on, everybody? I'm coming at you from a different location and angle because I was too lazy to walk to the lunchbox, so I set it up in Mommy and Daddy's kitchen. On this imminent podcast, we have Maddy Kent on deck. She is a friend of the show and is on for her second time, and we get into a whole mess of topics. We talk about this. We also talk about that. We get into whether or not cops should smoke weed with the community that they're a part of to improve relations. We talk about the city of Roses in Oregon, where she's from. We talk about Gina Serrano, whether or not she should have been fired for what she said. Like I said, a whole mess of topics, and all we need now are some ears to listen to it all. Could be yours. Let's hope so. Bye-bye.
Bread.
I am from Winners, after all. Anyways, Maddy Kent, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. This is your second time on. Look at you, a crafty old vet. How long ago was that?
That's a great question.
Over a year ago?
I think so.
Good Lord, at the Casa de Seahawk Scum.
Yeah, I remember it was football season, but obviously not this football season.
It means the football season of the past. A COVID-free time.
Over a year ago. Wow.
Good Lord. A time without COVID. Can you recall such a time?
Not really.
Well.
It's been a minute.
It has been many minutes. And,
right.
Well, I just wanted to start talking about me because, it's my show. I'm very selfish. And, Toby Keith said it best. I want to talk about me. This Wednesday, which will probably be after I get this podcast edited and sent out. It's Lent, and I always give up something for Lent because I'm a good, guilty little Catholic. And
that was
a pine cone.
All
right,
God.
we're good. No, pine cone. He's like, oh my God. That's how ominous that timing was.
That was God.
Well, I'm giving up something, say for religious purposes or not. I think to give up something for 40 days and 40 nights is good mental exercise, an exercise of discipline, because I have very little of it. And, goddamn it, giving up weed again.
Do you do
it's
that
tough.
every year?
This will be the second year in a row.
Of weed. Okay.
Of weed. Closer to the microphone.
I remember you were struggling last year somewhat with it.
Yeah. Of course, I just end up drinking more, but I am going to add a stipulation of difficulty. I want to only drink on weekends, which I think might be foolish.
Define weekend.
Well,
like
I'm
Friday
technically working
3-day
weekends now. So,
so that's right. So
Friday,
are we
Saturday,
talking? Yeah, like Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. But I also have Mondays off now because I work.
So
4/10s.
is Monday your weekend?
Oh
also?
my God! Am I just giving myself all these outs? I can't.
So if you drink from Friday to Monday,
I think
that's still 4 days.
I'm thinking
that's
if
the
I
majority of the week.
What if I don't drink Sunday?
Just Sunday.
Yeah, like Friday, Saturday, no on Sunday, and then
on Monday.
Oh my God, because Monday is like my writing day. Like I come in here in the afternoon, I ball out for a couple hours, and I have a nice glass of whiskey.
Okay.
Maker's Mark.
Oh, nice.
Or is that bourbon? I have no fun.
I'm pretty sure that's whiskey.
Whiskey? That's good. Speaking of whiskey, and digressing from our conversation, what were we talking about before we move on?
What?
What were we talking about before this?
I don't know. You're the one in charge here.
I am? Oh, God, that's foolish. Trying to backtrack the conversation. Whiskey, we're talking...
You're giving up weed for Lent.
Giving up weed for Lent. Jesus Christ.
Oh, who's running the show here?
All right, giving up weed for Lent. It's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult, but it must happen. And we're talking about when I should be able to drink.
Oh, yes.
And I'll talk about lack of discipline.
I think, yeah.
I couldn't possibly give up Fridays. I might be drinking on Fridays.
Is.
In the ideal world, it's Friday through Monday, of course.
I mean, if you're going by, your schedule, that technically is your weekend.
But that's such a week out. That's such bullshit. Oh.
You're already giving up weed, though, so I mean...
I know, but I'm just giving
to,
myself an excuse. Just
yourself.
be an alcoholic. It's cool. Just replace one vice with another.
What if instead you limited, like, I can only have, like, 2 drinks a night? But you can drink every night.
Oh, then they'd be really big drinks. I would cheat the system.
Just
I'm
get
scum.
like gulp size.
Yeah,
You know.
just a gallon
Double
of
gulp from-
vodka. Here's one drink.
Oh.
Can't wait.
Ugh.
You couldn't kill a gallon of vodka?
A gallon? No.
How long would it take you to put down a fifth?
Oh, well, I don't think I could do it
For the
anymore.
Jewish fraternity, they would force it upon you. Really
actually, I have a
fine.
story about that. Actually.
Please.
Do you know what the Great American Challenge is? Oh yeah, what are we doing?
So,
we gotta
alright,
crack
so
these.
we began
these
to
bad boys
digress
open.
talking about whiskey. We have a fine bottle of Evan Williams.
Nice.
And we're gonna, this is like such swill. I apologize for reporting
Yeah,
it.
it's a little embarrassing,
Is it?
but
It's cold.
And everybody's sucking sand.
I try to get
Nice.
near the quote.
nice. That's a good solid, finger.
Oh yeah. And so what have you called this? I look like such alcoholics.
Bottles.
It's called a what?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This is called a beer back.
A beer back. We don't call it an atrocity. I don't know where you're from, miss. On the f***ing coaster, dude.
I'm sorry.
Oh my
This
god.
beautiful table.
Mahogany.
It's my bad
Dude,
for
it's
damaging such a beautiful
not your
piece
good.
of art.
Don't touch it. Don't look at the
Shame.
just close your eyes. Yeah.
Do you want some help?
Got it.
Good job.
I got it. No, I don't want to help. I'm a man. Question mark. Oh. Come on, baby. Okay, now we're getting serious. I hate when
Two hands.
you like, some people are biting these off. When you put so much effort into getting it off and then you come to realize it's a twist off.
Oh,
A silly
yeah, that's
twist off.
really
Why wouldn't every beer bottle just twist off, I guess? I don't know, there's satisfaction in just...
in the
pop?
I guess.
what do we cheers first, the beer or the whiskey?
Um,
I feel like these beer brands are of better quality than Evan Williams, so let's cheers them first,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
chase that with the scum whiskey.
Pond water.
Bottom.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, thanks for coming on the podcast.
I haven't done this in a while.
There
I'm
we go.
rusty.
Yeah, here we go. Delicious. What are you sipping on?
Sierra Nevada Celebration
Celebration.
Fresh Hop IPA. It tells me.
Very good. Well, every episode of the Trial and Error podcast is a celebration
Well,
of the silly, and
obviously I knew that.
I got an 805, properly chill. Good here from San Luis Obispo, Southern. Oh, San Luis
This
Obispo,
from
I guess, is
Chico.
still considered Northern California.
Well, they
It's
call it Central California.
but they're not claiming Dodgers at least, and that to me.
No,
means the
I
world.
think it's a little more NorCal.
Very preppy. It's
Yes.
NorCal with a SoCal preppy scum
They
vibe.
wish they really want to be SoCal.
Yeah, but they're not
they're
douchey
just
enough.
not quite.
They try too
They're
hard.
trying.
They're trying really hard.
They're really trying.
God bless them. God bless them. Well,
All right.
why did I pour us this?
I'm not sure.
Well,
All right. Well,
cheers.
I'll try to drink some of it. It might not.
Gay.
Ooh, it's very sweet. Ugh,
Good. It's good for you. It's good stuff.
it's too sweet.
It's how sweet.
Oh my god, so sweet.
Okay. I have some
Alright.
questions.
'Kay.
This is like this whole episode. I guess is just gonna be an off the cuff kind of deal.
As opposed to your other ones, which
Well,
are
the off the cuff is
A very
more
strict
towards
format.
The off the cuff is more at the end rather than the entirety of. the
okay.
format. There's
Alright.
order here. It's what separates this podcast from the Animals podcast.
Right.
They're just all over the place, scatterbrained. But not this.
Okay.
But not this. Not this episode.
All right,
Not
dazzle
this
me.
conversation. Dazzling. When's the first time you've ever smoked the funny lettuce?
College.
In college, you didn't do it in high school.
Well, I don't remember. I don't think I did in high school.
No, I
But
did not.
college,
I was too pure.
I ran track in college, and I was the only white girl pretty much on our sprint team.
Way to represent.
So I had to take every advantage I could get, and if I smoked and my lungs went to crap, then
It happens. It
Yeah.
happens. Yeah, it makes
I'm-
efforts.
I was too
But you'd
I
be
was too-
cool,
I was
Betty.
too
But you'd be
competitive.
cool.
no,
Oh my God.
no.
Stoner. All right.
I needed every advantage I could take.
What's cooler in high school, stoners or athletes? If you're like a cool stoner, I feel like that you're kind of a chameleon. Everybody's like,
I
you're
would
down with
say
everybody.
at my high school, athletes, because like everyone smoked weed.
Everyone except for you.
No, there were probably a few other losers that didn't. But
who corrupted you? Who corrupted your soul?
not my high school roommates, but the Jewish boys next to me.
What was that fraternity called?
AE Pi.
AE Pi. We had a chapter of them in Sonoma, I believe.
Yes, you do.
They're a level bunch of guys.
Do you know? Oh, I think I knew a guy, Matt Applesmith.
Applesmith. Is
I
it
can't remember
Applesmith
if
one
he-
word or Apple Dash Smith? Because the parents,
One
like the
word.
mom, was just like, "Nah, I'm not taking your name, you piece of shit."
One word.
One word.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think he was an AE Pi. Maybe not. I don't know.
Oh well.
Not important.
not at all. To their for such a worthless episode.
Not important. So yes,
What's the overall
freshman year of college. It's probably pretty early on. I couldn't tell you exactly
Nice.
when.
Do you enjoy it?
I do. It's not my thing, but I won't say no.
Can you see it being like a gateway drug, or is that more personality based? Of someone like, oh, I took weed, and now it's time to smoke crystal meth, because that's naturally
I think that's a ludicrous concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More fear propaganda to get kids like, if you do this, it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
You're going down.
Naughty.
I guess at most I would want to try, say, Molly or some like safe version, not Fred that just made the Molly off the street.
I would try
That's something that I know.
shrooms.
Shrooms for sure.
Yeah.
Shrooms, if it,
I don't
shrooms
wanna-
before Molly for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Because when you start getting into like pills and powders, that's
Even then, like, I could live the rest of my life not having tried that and just been A-okay. Because I hear like the come down, the after effects, like you're just depressed, and I don't want to feel that.
yeah.
I don't feel that.
You don't know,
fallout
like you don't know what
bullshit.
else is in that. Shit. Like you don't know what it's
Exactly.
cut with, and
Fentanyl.
right.
Fentanyl. You're done.
So yeah,
Just,
pills and powders. I'm out.
No.
I will do shrooms, if I was presented with the opportunity.
I'd want to do it, say like in nature, but I want a wrangler, somebody who's done it before, so they can.
Right, you need a
they, like,
babysitter. I've been told.
Just for my peace of mind. Like I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I think
nothing
that's a
will
good
need to
idea.
happen one time, so my buddy.
I don't know. I feel like you would freak out and
No,
go
I
like
don't
cry
wanna
in a
freak
corner.
out. No, I would just start.
No, you would get on some crazy trip and then just
no, I
like
wanna stay in the
break
good
down mentally and.
No, I feel like I would do well. I would have to face some demons.
All right,
but
we'll
we'd be
do them
friends
together and
afterwards.
see who's right.
Oh God. My buddy Brentley Wiseman, friend of the show, Brentley.
Hey.
Getting the NASCAR, the rap noise. Meow 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 meow. I think he's worthy of that sound effect, of course. Few are.
You don't have a button for that?
No, I do a post production. So you kind of have to like think about it, and then like if you want
I
what
see.
noise, what sound effect you want, like we can leave like a second of space to let it happen.
I want the hip hop horns.
You want the hip hop horns? You got it.
But
Again, there it is. We can't hear it right now, but
it will be.
future Aaron will create something,
All right.
and then it will live in the past forever. Righteous.
I'm excited.
All
I'm
right.
excited
Oh,
to hear.
The rule is when you're drinking Evan Williams, it's kind of like, ding, 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 shame. I did in the last podcast when I was judging. I haven't posted yet, but I judged 33 of the world's most beautiful men 2020. I just wanted to rip and tear. All homo intended.
You didn't invite me on for that
I'm
one?
sorry, I don't know. That should have been the go. I mean, we
Jesus.
we could even do that, I guess. But I went through their salaries or not their salaries, like their net worth and all that.
Yeah.
Shit. Like, are they even worth it?
And?
Not so much.
No?
I was in disagreement with quite a few of the picks.
Okay.
I actually got more into it than like I thought I would. Like I was getting really upset and worked up about some of this shit. So,
Oh, dear.
cheers to what we were talking about before.
Cheers.
The digression. Evan Williams. It's like saying, shame, ding, 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 shame. Take a sip. Evan Williams.
Okay.
You gotta say it aloud. Let the world hear your shame. But I mean, it gets the job done.
It's true. That's
Good. So now next it's gonna be the beer's turn.
okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Oh, we're going right now?
Sure.
Cool.
Dude, nice.
Fine sip. A fine brew. A fine brew.
Okay.
Weed.
When did you first start smoking weed?
Me?
You. Were you a weed lad?
Freshman year of college. Oh, hold on. Before this, I want to tell you a story about Brentley, friend of the show, Brentley Wiseman.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything to incriminate the man.
But
he
allegedly
had an experience where a friend of his, not Brentley, a friend of his was having a bad trip of shrooms.
Yeah.
Like, he left the living room, they're all chilling. He comes back, like, in like a weirdly long amount of time, comes back. He's like, hey, guys, what's going on? And then he's covered in blood. He's covered in blood. And it's like, what the f***? I guess he, like, slipped on the stairs and smacked his head. So they had to call an ambulance to get this out of there. And the rest of the day was, like, good, but they maintained their composure. They persevered.
Wow, that must have been hard.
Like, how do you know if, like, oh my God, am I trippy? Is he really covered in blood? Yes, like, that would have
That's nuts.
That was a sure ticket to Crazy Town.
Yeah,
And, like,
no,
never doing
that's
shrooms
why,
again.
yeah, you have to get a babysitter.
Yeah, for sure, babysitter. For me, weed, smoked it freshman year of college, was still kind of, like, adverse to it. Just, oh, no, it's not my thing. And just ended up coughing. I was guilt-tripped into it by my stoner dorm mate, naturally. And, you know, it was a classic situation for a first-time, like, smoke. Inside the bathroom, towels stuffed underneath. They got the fan turned on with the stoner
I remember
from
those
San
days.
Diego. And I just coughed my lungs out. I got lightheaded from doing all the coughing. But after that, it was like, all right, don't really need it. And then by hook and crook, I just kind of started doing it again. I was like, all right. I remember specifically started doing it more after I lost my V card in college. I was like, oh, I'm cool now.
So cool now. Wow.
It was the
So
best.
cool.
I was the coolest. None could.
Jesus.
There's none cooler. You know.
In all of Sonoma State.
Not as cool as I. And then, then came.
And then it's all downhill from there.
And just, God, could you imagine your life being ruled by opioids and the like?
Dude, it's bad.
Or alcohol.
Bad.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Like, you wake up in the morning, saying wake
You're
up,
just like-
instead of going to the horses, you're like, let me get coffee. And a bottle of Jack. An entire bottle. Maybe two if you're, like, you got
like-
more clients than usual to train. Can you imagine being blacked out drunk? Have you ever ridden a horse? Allegedly. This is hypothetical. Hypothetically, have you ever ridden a horse like drunk? Or buzzed?
No. I have, like, maybe after, like, a small glass of wine, but that doesn't really count.
Like, the portion was small, or is it like a comically small glass of wine?
Like, the portion was small.
Like a Barbie set.
So, I would say no.
Okay.
Because I feel like that it's just very irresponsible.
Dangerous.
A
What
little
if
is a-
what if the horse is drunk with you? They're like, negative,
I feel like
negative
that's
equals a
even
positive,
worse.
right? No, okay. That'd be scary. You're like going sideways and
Yeah.
Oh, God. The
So-
mental imagery.
Yeah.
It's good, though. Goodness gracious. Should horses smoke?
They
Would that
are
relax them?
actually developing CBD
Really?
for like
There's some good horse technology coming about?
they give them like CBD pellets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's actually any THC in any of them.
Potatoes.
But yeah, it's supposed to help
I mean,
with
I
like
guess they don't need to be high, but...
no, but
like,
it helps with supposedly, inflammation and all sorts of like
more so than...
calming and
Laser treatment? That helps, right? Like,
well
goggles and...
that's more like body work, like a massage, like
But the CBD...
working on the muscles.
The CBD
CBD
works on their
is
soul.
yeah, well, yeah,
Do horses have souls?
sure.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, they have personalities. So why
Isn't
not?
that indicative of... Like, how would something that has a personality not have a soul?
Right?
Dogs, like, insects, I'm sure, have souls if we understood them a little better.
I'm sure there are, insects with, if you, kept them and paid attention to them, they'd have different personalities.
I love the little parrots, the little parakeets that just bounce up and down, or they just do the silliest little things, right? It's just cute. They're adorable. They know what they're doing. Animals know. Animals know. And
They're
guess what?
way smarter than we think.
Humans don't know. They're of a level of intelligence and just perception that we are not privy to. And I don't think we're capable, unless you're some wild yogi.
No, they have senses beyond what we could ever imagine.
I was in a class once. I forget what it was. Some theology, just some wacky ass class. I needed to fill this part of the grade sheet with like this, like a GA, whatever the class was.
Yeah.
Cultural studies. And this guy came in, younger dude, I want to say he was in his early 30s, and he was talking about how he had this outer body experience. And he was very, like, zen and just peaceful. Like, just nothing could get to this guy. He seemed, like, eternally happy. And he talked about how he just left his body one night. He was about to go to sleep, and he just left, and he found himself in this apartment. And in the apartment was his girlfriend, and she was cheating on him.
What?
And he's like, but he was so just astonished at what he was experiencing. So he kind of just went a couple other places, whatever, but he goes back to his body. And he's good. And then the next day when the girlfriend shows up, he's talking to her and he goes, oh, by the way, like, we're kind of broken up now, right? Like, I saw you cheating on this guy. And he described things in detail, and she was in shock.
This
is him telling
wild.
us this because she's just like, yeah, like that's all true. Like, I can't deny it. Like, everything you're saying.
That's crazy.
Fucking wild. Like, how is this? There has to be a way to duplicate that, unlock that, or I'm just jealous that I'm not able to do that because it seems like such a cool experience. But maybe that's something certain people, like Michael Jordan's able to be Michael Jordan because he's Michael Jordan. This guy's able to do this because he's him.
I don't know.
Have you ever had a knowing or kind of, I don't know, connection with a horse on a different level?
Yeah, there are definitely some that I connect more with than others.
How can you tell?
I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's like
They
connecting with
a
a person.
bit.
You know, like there's some people that just immediately you don't vibe with.
Say
There's some people that you just like instantly get along with.
True.
And why is that?
In this case, the person is, almost 1,000 pounds, has four legs, and covered in with a big long nose. You can't talk to this person.
No.
But for some reason, they give you rides all the time. You're just riding their back, and you got to feed them. They don't feed themselves. Do they all over the place? This person.
You have
just
no
get
idea.
A feeling at all, or is it just kind of their body language? You can read.
It's both. I guess I'd say some horses seem more interested in like people in general. Some are more aloof. Like I would say horses in general are somewhere between a cat and a dog on the kind of like pet friendliness spectrum.
And ponies are just dickheads.
And ponies, that's a whole other don't.
Why?
Just because they're little angry.
Little
Oh
my god! So what have you heard of any horror stories like a pony incident?
Oh god, so many.
Just one.
Like specifically?
Yeah. Yeah. Let people. You know what? Yes. I won.
I don't know. I can't think of any like specific. That I personally have witnessed. I guess.
Anything. Entertain the crowd. Look at they're foaming at the eyes.
Okay, so my brother
and ears.
My brother, you've met him. He used to ride a little bit when we were younger, and he rode this little black pony. It was maybe like this big. Actually, I should do it over here.
Big.
This big, little.
What about people only listening to the podcast?
Do they know what 14 hands it means?
Yeah, they do. This is an intelligent audience.
Then I won't go into detail.
You're good. They know absolutely what you're talking about.
Anyway, the pony's name was Bunky.
Bunky.
Yeah, which is a great name for a pony. But Bunky was 99% good, and then every once in a while he'd just get like a little bee in his bonnet and decide that the kids were coming off.
Naughty.
What he liked to do,
in his bonnet.
He would like to run into the wall, turn at the last minute, and the kid would go flying into the wall.
And you didn't witness this, or you
No, it happened to my brother.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't listening.
It happened to my brother. So my brother went flying into the wall, and then I had to get on.
How old was he?
Probably like 8.
Oh, you guys are
10, young. I was,
young.
I would have been in middle school sometime.
After the Bunky does that to your brother, they put you on the goddamn pony.
It was then my job to school the pony.
Oh, you're going to
because I was older and stronger and more experienced.
Did you school the pony?
I did.
How? How'd you school the pony?
Spanked it.
Oh, yeah? They give you a paddle?
No.
Just beat the out of him?
No, I had a whip.
You had a whip, of course. Or you're in leather. Christ, just beat... All right, so we're going to learn this pony. Just beat the living shit out of it.
Yeah.
Did you guys like tie down the legs?
No, I wrote it and then just like made it listen to what I wanted to do. And
were you like calling it names?
Probably.
Bad names?
Oh, I was in middle school, so probably not that bad.
Racial names. You're in the Northwest.
What?
It just surprised me that the Northwest has pockets of absolute Nazi backwoods pieces of
The whole Eastern Oregon is like
why
super
is it
scary.
like that? I'm just like, why is that? It's so random. Why are they up
rural
there?
America anywhere?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It just
I don't know
like,
how they got there or why.
Why are you there? It's like it's two ends of the spectrum right
crazy.
there. It's just both ends of crazy, like loony left and loony right.
I told you about the dildos.
Oh, if you haven't, remind Eric. Yeah, no, you have not told me about that.
Okay. Remember the guys a couple years ago? They like took over a post office.
You were telling me about that, yes.
Yeah, and so they're like the cops or National Guard or whatever came in, put them under siege. So I can't remember what the guys were called. But anyway, the group sent out things on like social media asking people to send them like food and supplies and water. And so the fine people of Portland
Yes.
started sending them massive quantities of dildos.
Did they say anything afterwards? Like, F you guys.
I don't know. Probably.
My God. That's funny.
Yes.
That's funny. At least they have a sense of humor. That's great. And then the situation was resolved.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly how, but eventually.
Who robs banks anymore? Traditionally, it's all about, being in the stock market and being a hedge fund, obviously.
I don't know. Yeah,
But
is there actually any money in banks anymore? I don't think so.
know, maybe like
Yeah, I mean, probably
whatever
a little bit.
The tellers have in their
Yeah,
pocket.
like a couple $100, but
Maybe.
not worth robbing a bank.
No,
for.
but I mean, to feel the rush of like tying on your first like black eye bandit, you have like the ball cap and you have the burlap sack with the money sign on it and a gun or a billy. You can be the billy club guy. I don't know. It's got to be a rush. That old school.
I suppose.
Bank robbery.
Yeah. That's what they did.
Let's see. Oh, here's a good question. Here's a relevant question. I want to say.
What?
Should police have regular smoke sessions with the community to improve relations? And should the government be funding these smokeouts?
Sure. Why not?
Hey, and especially in places where the neighborhood is a little rough and police relations could be a little strained.
Yeah.
What if everybody just got together? Hey, community center, let's all. You have to smoke a joint, get a buddy, get a cop buddy,
get a circle,
smoke a joint, talk about each other's families. What
Pass
are your
to the
ambitions? What's going on with the city? How can we improve it?
Yeah.
And then there's a big old barbecue, all this stuff, and weed, you legalize it to improve relations.
Yeah,
Damn
let's do it.
Go to a park.
Yeah.
Make it like San Francisco on 420. Have everybody there. Everybody's high. Everybody's in good mood.
Just a good party.
Is this foolhardy thinking?
No.
I feel like it could be that easy. But
I mean, that's what a lot of people are like striving for, is to get a more like community-based like policing.
What do you think would be harder? Changing the laws to make such an event possible, or scorned individuals willing to say forgive in a certain way, like let down their guard a little bit and be vulnerable, to be willing to mend relations, whether you're a black man, police, or any sort of discord with the police or authority in general?
I think passing the legislation
would
would be I feel like most people would like to make it better. Like, no one is happy in this situation.
No,
I don't think the cops like having to do all that and I'm certain black people don't like having to deal with being shot at and all of that.
Anybody getting shot at by police, unless
so
you're a criminal shooting back, then
you're
gonna invite gunfire. It's gonna have there are criminals out there of all races. That's something we can't forget. Like, just because you're one color or the next or any gender, whatever you are, you can still be a criminal.
Proportionately persecuted.
Proportionally. Claro. I saw a video on Instagram the other day, the almighty Graham and all of its knowledge that we dare not, do extra research on.
Right.
This was a video, this guy getting arrested, and there's two cops, kind of like they're in street clothes, but they have like the police vests on and all that. And one guy was arresting him, had his head turned this way. The other cop was in the back of the trunk, and this is the dash cam of the police car. pulls out of his pocket a baggie of drugs. It was like planted it.
Yeah.
Like,
that shit happens all the time.
It's hard for me to fathom, because for me, police have always been the good guys. That's not to say that there aren't pieces of shit that usurp that title and use it to their benefit, because they're really scumbags. They're absolutely there, and they need to get weeded out, for sure. Just hearing about, like, these stories, it fucking sucks. I mean, if you're going off sheer anecdotal evidence, like, you're always hearing new stories. I mean, you never hear... It's not as prominent hearing good cop stories and shit, but I heard one from the gram again. Lil Wayne said he shot himself when he was 12, and everybody in like the house like jumped over and whatever, and the cops like came through, and he said like this, not one of the guys I was with, this white man came and picked me up, the cop, and like saved my ass, and he stayed there until I was like stable and everything. So there's anecdotes abound. Yeah, we just have to get on the same page, but we're reading
Can't we all just get along?
No.
What should we refer to as what used to be known as common sense? You know what, like the right thing to do? Maybe we should just call it that. Yeah. Like I don't think common sense exists anymore because it's not so common.
Don't be selfish. Do the right thing for, like the world. But the planet.
Why is common sense such a rarity? Is because things are hard now.
People are selfish assholes.
I mean, I know I'm selfish.
They don't care about anything beyond, what like affects them like directly.
Because it's a little harder now, a lot harder in many ways. I mean, I'd be. Who knows what my mental state would be if I had a family of say 4 and I lost my job. We're about to get evicted. There's no mom or dad to lean back on, which I'm doing right now. Like, what do you do?
I don't know. I've thought about that a lot. 'Cause, like, I'm pretty lucky. Like, I have a place to stay. I have a job that's secure in the pandemic. But, like, what if, like, probably a lot of friends of mine work some minimum wage or barely above paying job and have some, like, crazy rent to pay. And they lost their job.
Hasn't gone down. Like I feel like there's been no common sense sprinkled into the overall equation of how we're gonna help get through this. It's gonna cost billions. Of course, it already has.
But
financially,
I actually just on John Oliver today. He said that the overall like cost of the whole pandemic is like I think he said $16 trillion.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's outrageous.
Yeah. But yeah, like what would you do if you lost your job? You had to pay rent and like savings. Like
I burned through all mine already.
I barely have any savings because I honestly I don't know where it all goes.
They're stealing it.
But yeah, like I'd be totally f***ed if I lost my job and had to pay.
Like you
a
live with your
crazy
mom,
rent,
I guess, and then you work at Hoobies.
I guess.
Hoobies Brewing.
Hoobies was closed for a while, so.
They all were, man.
But there are a lot of people out there like that, and they're totally.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Ugh, now it's getting warm.
Evan Williams. You guys say Evan Williams?
Evan Williams.
Ellen Williams.
What?
You said Ellen Williams.
Evan Williams. Are you happy now?
No. Not for some time. Yeah, I'd say happiness comes in waves.
Of course.
You have some upper days, you have some downer days.
Of course.
I feel bad that, say I'm having a good couple of days, like I'm just rattling off, just been in a good mood, going your way. It's almost like I subconsciously say sabotage the pure fullness I could be feeling, just knowing that it's not gonna last. Like, okay, the norm is feeling like shit and being in a bad mood or grumpy or whatever. I hate that my mind does that, and I'd want to be more present. Like, let's just enjoy it while it lasts.
You start creating.
You start problems. Doing it, and then you kind of manifest it on your own, which sucks. But I guess that's what I tell myself. Conversely, say I'm going through some shit, which we talked about before the pod, and just knowing, okay, there's better days to come. Like, there's inevitable. It has to. That's the flow. That's the way. That's life. It's all balance, and it happens. And sometimes you go through stretches and But
Right.
it's how do you like turn it off when things are going well? It's like, all right, let's just
just
suckle this
enjoy
good time
it.
teat.
Relax, enjoy it. I don't know. It's hard.
It's like it sucks, but because times are absolutely necessary. Otherwise, the good times wouldn't feel like
Right.
you're like. Ooh.
Otherwise, you wouldn't enjoy the good times. It would just be, yeah.
I just wanted to associate good times. Why can't we just enjoy the good times? If we could do that still at the grad, because that is a place that facilitated good times.
Many good times. That's a bummer.
Do you have any like crazy memories there? And your time at UCD, has there ever been like a ruckus time there that you can recall?
At the grad specifically?
Yeah.
Oh, there are too many.
What about another place? Or just, you gave us a story about Bucky. Hilarious. Another night on the town at UC Davis with Maddy Kent.
Do you know what the Davis Trinity is?
No.
Here.
Sorry, I'm too well educated to burden my brain
right.
with such
It is kind of a bar crawl. It is a rite of passage to anyone who goes to Davis. 3 drinks, 3 bars, like 3 of the nastiest gut-wrenching drinks.
What are they?
First one is called a Wiki.
Wiki.
Which is at Bernardo's. Did you ever go there?
No.
Never went to
I
Bernardo's?
don't think so.
No, it was a good spot. It's fine. Wiki. The Wiki is like a fruit punch. Got a little bit of everything in it.
It's a sugar bomb.
Sugar bomb, probably, rum, tequila. Oh, but they finish it with a shot of 151 down the straw. Because you.
Wow. I hate those. I've seen drinks of that magnitude.
Right. So then when you finish that, you go over to the bistro and you get something called the Devastator.
The Devastator.
Which
Sounds
is
like something you put in your hand.
More of the same, but I think there's a lot more. That one is the hardest to drink for sure.
The Devastator?
Yeah. It's got a lot of tequila in it, I think. Might have some like gin too. Just nasty.
Nasty.
And then you go over to, what was the last one? I think you can go to Red 88 if that's still there. And you get something called the Super FML.
Super! Please tell me about the Super FML.
It's the same, just another sort of like fruit punch with every sort of liquor in it.
And did you participate in said shenanigans?
Oh yeah, many times.
Many a times?
Oh yeah.
Didn't you pass the rite of passage the first time?
Yeah, but then, new people come along and they have to do it, and then you're not going to make them do it alone.
Really?
No.
Is that a thing, or is that just a Maddy thing?
No, that's a Davis thing. It would be like, someone would be like, guys, let's do the Trinity tonight. And we get like a whole group of people.
God, how sloppy would you get?
It's actually not that hard.
Not that hard?
No. And then you're supposed to do it, I forgot to say, in an hour and a half.
Fuck.
Basically a half hour per station.
And then
if you're really feeling crazy, you can go to De Vere's and do an Irish car bomb just to top it off for funsies.
For funsies, eh? Sounds like a little much. I'm pretty sure you've seen many a blacked out individual just fallen in the street, yes? Many fallen soldiers?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be dangerous out in the lakes.
Well, there were.
Back to your Shasta Day or whatever.
Oh, yeah. People died.
At the one you were at?
There probably one person died like every year.
Oh my God. I would hate to be that one person.
Yeah.
Or the parents of that one person.
Yeah.
Son died raging. Hope it was
a dipshit. Yeah.
Just like you can get up out on the water, but you gotta know.
Usually what would happen is someone would jump off the boat and either like get stuck or like hit their head or something, and
goddamn shame.
Yeah.
I have a pregunta.
K.
That means
K.
No, not the letter K. But the Spanish what?
I'm a step ahead of you, smarty pants.
Dude, I'm 2 steps behind and ahead. Why is Portland referred to as the City of Roses?
I don't know.
Dude, you're totally from the area.
People grow lots of roses there? I don't know.
They
I'm
just
not
walk
sure
around
what
like
came
a-
first.
they have a
Is it the
ceremony,
name
like,
or the
everybody's
fact that
required
there are
to
so
grow
many
this
roses there?
One rose.
Maybe roses grow like particularly well there. I don't know.
In garbage climate?
I don't know. We do have a whole like big rose garden.
Do you? It's pretty cool. Portland is a pretty city.
It is. It's fun.
You
It's
need
just
to
cold.
Clear out the homeless with a flamethrower. Really gets the job done, man.
So you sound like you know a lot about this.
Fucking fry 'em like chicken, man. Oh god, I'm sorry. It's this dastardly.
Yeah. It's getting warmer by the minute too.
Evan Williams. This episode is brought to you by
Evan Williams.
Evan f***ing Williams, baby. Evan F. Williams. You know what the F stands for?
F***ing.
Fackin'.
Obviously.
But you can't
Fackin'?
spell it like CK.
It's not
there's like
F-A-C-K?
there's like a big F, little A with apostrophe, Q-U-I-N. Fackin'.
Sounds fancy.
Nice and proper. So people grow roses in
Yes.
Portland. Hence the name, City of Roses.
I don't know. Do you want me to Google it?
If you could.
All right.
If you could. Thank you.
Why? Portland. Rose. Oh, I think you have like barely any service out here.
There's garbage service out here. Oh, we'll just say because that is the preferred flower that they put in their booty holes.
Sure.
When they sleep at night, everybody sleeps face down, ass up. That's the way they like to slumber. And
I
they
believe
put the flower right there. That's it.
That's exactly
it.
it.
Damian Lillard. If you're living in Portland, you sleep.
He's a
with
man.
your butt up. The rose
little
in there.
boop.
A little poop. Easy peasy.
That would hurt me. I don't know.
And thorns.
Thorns would be like, ooh.
There's a little friendly competition in it. Like how many thorns deep can you?
Ah. Like,
Not many do the white rose. Maybe like.
that's fuck.
It's the city of Portland. Oh, what are they gonna do to me? What are they gonna do?
They're come down and shove roses in your
I was gonna
asshole
say,
now.
we're gonna make you a bouquet, boy.
They're gangbang you with roses.
God, yeah, they would. They're just probably strong, beautiful, strapping lumberjack men. Take offense to it, but they have really soft hands, you know. So it's like
And they're like,
you're not.
I've only heard
Come, child. They're like just yoked, but it's just no vegan muscle or something.
come to my cabin.
That will not be your base. That will not be your bouquet. Very good. Good mental projections there.
Good. You learned something
energy.
today.
Well, look at us learning. That's why it's called the City of Roses. That's why maybe a rosebud. Oh, that's why they call it a rosebud when you like think you're farting, but you poop your pants a little. That's all.
Is that's a thing?
Yeah, you get a little rosebud in there.
I think.
Just a little.
Okay.
Like you said, we learned something new today. I'm pretty sure. I went to
All
Sonoma
right.
State. I know these things. Okay, what is the best drunky food? You're hammered.
Jack
It
in the
is
Box.
One Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
What you getting?
Curly fries.
What size?
I don't know. Medium.
Medium.
One? A
Medium's usually
one?
good.
Yeah.
Good go-to.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Hell yeah. Jack in the Box chicken nuggets are the shit.
Go on.
And a milkshake.
I thought you were gonna lay out the smorgasbord of delight. You're just sticking with curlies and nugs
Yeah.
and a milkshake.
Yeah.
What flavor?
Usually they get the Oreo one.
Oreo. Okay, it's not bad. But still, where's the quantity? Where's the shame in that? If you're getting drunky food, you need to go all out on that dollar menu. I'm talking many a taco. Like when I go there, I'm gonna get like this is like
How
a
many
regular taco.
tacos
This
do you eat?
this would be like not what this wouldn't be my drunky order. But when I'm going there standard, it's six of those tacos.
You
and a
eat
chicken
those
sandwich.
tacos sober?
Yeah.
You're a sick
I made
person.
my buddy. We tried it. There's a podcast on it of my buddy tried to eat 20 in 30 minutes. failed miserably.
Oh gosh.
Boasted mightily. Did not come through. But he ate them a day later, and we had like microwave.
Oh god, that's disgusting.
Yeah. They're fresh. Could I eat? I don't think I could eat 20 in 30
That's
minutes.
a lot.
Give me an hour.
Yeah, I mean they're small tacos.
They are.
They're like, meh. So I mean, yeah.
Give me an hour. Give me an hour. Give me an hour. 20 tacos.
20 is a lot though.
It is a lot. But if I'm drunk and or high or what
Little
have you.
crust.
Yeah, a little frosty. I could get at it.
Just
Man, Jack in the Box. That is solid. But over Taco Bell.
Yeah, the Taco Bell was a few blocks further away, so we usually went
course.
to the Jack in the Box.
What about hangover food? The next morning. What about the next morning when you're just f***ed up?
If I'm hungover, I usually don't want to eat anything.
Oh, come on now.
No, like my stomach.
Come on.
My stomach is like, nope.
Dude.
Nope. Nope.
Okay. Well, what do? How do you defeat your hangover?
I curl up in the fetal position and feel sorry for myself until I feel better.
Let me learn you. Let me learn you here. To defeat any hangover, you could just do the following. You learned this from the Trial and Error podcast. It's the nap, fap, and crap.
Okay, I like it.
Take a nap, but I like to switch it up a little bit and add another.
Not always in that order.
So you're waking up, you're just like, okay, like pee. If you gotta pull the trigger, do it sooner rather than later.
Right.
Like I'd recommend playing a little music, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and just
get you in the mood.
Just stick your finger in there. Like I lost the fear of throwing up in college. That's one thing I can throw
agreed.
at will for sure.
Because you will feel better afterwards.
For absolutely,
like,
when I realized that,
sucks,
I was like,
but you will feel better.
Absolutely, could not agree
more.
more.
So just suck it up.
Mentally strong, I believe it makes you. Not to the point where you're bulimic or anorexic.
No,
let's not get twisted. This is surely pulling the trigger for hangover cure.
Yes,
not because
I'm on board.
All right, very good. Now that because there's a respectable audience here, they demand the best. Political correctness at around every turn.
Only the best.
Speaking of only the best.
Oh, why?
Because.
Why?
The best. Down.
Dude, nice.
Evan Williams.
Evan Williams. Here.
Here. Beer. Oh, so what were we talking about?
Hangover food.
Oh, the nap, fap, and crap.
Yeah.
You're waking up. You're just delirious. All right, pull the trigger if need be. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. You're
I'm
gonna
with
feel
you so
good.
far.
This is like this is why I would never drink super heavy on a work day or anything like that, because a hangover requires finesse and discipline, and I think it makes you a stronger person, to be completely honest. And I try to avoid them because they're very unpleasant.
Right.
And I don't.
That's
long
not the
for
goal.
them. It's not the goal, not at all.
But it happens.
But say it happens, you know.
It happens to all of us.
The moment requires I was about to say incest drinking. No, the what's the word I'm looking for? The excess drinking.
Yes.
Requires just getting absolutely trashed, and you're just dying the next day. Throw up, sit back, chill, relax, maybe make some coffee. Take some if you have one of those peas, say like at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and you're just kind of barely with it, and you go pee.
Yeah, that's not
That's
a good
the
sign.
time. Go and get some Motrin. Pop about 3 of those for the time you wake up, and some water for sure.
Chug
It might start.
that shit.
It might burn a little hole in your stomach, but it's okay.
That's fine.
Hopefully you've had some drunkies the night before or like earlier that evening, and it's like
A few hours prior.
Few hours earlier, and hopefully you'll be feeling a little bit better. But take a little coffee, and then you go. Here's what you do. You go to El Rancho and Rohnert Park, right? I'm just giving you my experience. Go to El Rancho and Rohnert Park.
What are you talking about?
You're not feeling too bad. Right now it's probably about 11:30, right? 11:30, possibly 12, maybe a little bit later in the afternoon.
Okay.
Still respectable because a few hours prior, you're feeling like but say around 11:30, you're feeling strong. 11:30, let's go out get this breakfast burrito. You're going to go to El Rancho. You can get the breakfast burrito with bacon and not hash browns, but they're going to give you chunks of potato and sour cream, and you get red and green salsa. And guess what? They give you nachos in the morning as well because they don't give a and you get eggs seasoned and just cooked to deliciousness, I should say.
I like it.
It is a medley of flavor that is unparalleled. So fucking good. But before you dive into it, obviously you and your friend, because you have to have a friend, a buddy who is equally in the same peril.
Usually that's how it works.
You need a companion. You don't get through this life alone.
No.
So you say your friend, you guys smoke a joint beforehand, talk about the night before, decide what movie you're gonna watch, and then you watch the movie.
Yep.
You start watching it. The joint's done. You finish it. You eat it. You only get you're just scarfing this food. You have the nachos beforehand. You're feeling better with every bite.
You're breathtaking.
You're done with the burrito. And the movie's about 30 minutes, 45 minutes done. You're enjoying it. You're relaxed. You have had coffee the entire time. Maybe a little. I love milk. I might have some milk with this stuff. Like the tummy is saturated.
Good
it's
for
so
the
good.
hangover.
Then your friend falls asleep because they're weak. There's the nap. You eat. So you take a shower. Just make sure you watch enough of the movie to let it digest. You fucking take a shower, go back to your room, wank one out, and then you take a nap. You wake up, have another cup of coffee, go about your day. Your hangover is cured around 3.
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Around 3:30.
And then you go out and do it all again.
Work out. Then, what do?
Then you start the process all over.
I guess so. Shit, because you have another fun event coming up. You have some kind of shenanigans. Yeah. That's how you defeat a hangover, Maddy Kent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ah, you motherfucker. Next one will kill you. Oh, son of a bitch. You shot me in the ass.
Or just kind of middle cheers. I'm like, oh, tits and ass.
All right. Next time. Next time. I got you.
Hangover food. So for me, breakfast burrito.
Okay.
For sure. What about you?
That sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah?
I definitely
double down on it?
Yeah, I can do that. I would also add, though, milkshakes again.
In the morning?
Yes.
What?
For your hangover?
Oh!
Maybe not like first thing in the morning, but when you start getting kind of moving again. Because it's like the milk, kind of calms the stomach. It's very soothing.
Is it?
Everybody
yak it all out. You have to. There's also the awareness that you will not yak it all back out.
Milkshakes are not the worst thing to yak back up.
No, not at all.
See?
When I got rid of my fear of puking, I was doing some fraternity, right?
It's easy. It's easy on the way back up.
Oh my god! I had to drink a gallon of chocolate milk. I failed, but when I threw it up, I was like, "It's good. It tastes good." Oh,
that's
delicious.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
very you did not need to share that.
Best munchie food when you're all high.
Oh god, anything and everything.
Really? Do you have a munchie food story? What's the most you've consumed?
Probably a good portion of a pan of brownies.
Really?
Just like
by the hand,
fistfuls of it.
Right. Scum. Well, I ate nearly an entire box of Hostess, like the frosted little donuts in the white box. I just had a big glass of milk. Just like I bite to break the exterior of chocolate, and then I dip it in the milk so it infiltrates the.
I like your style.
Innards. Yeah, so
I
it's
like
nice
your
and
style.
Boom, repeat, bite, dip, eat, repeat, and then I maybe tossed like 1, 2, possibly 3 donuts out to my peasant friends because they're.
You did not share at all.
No, I was on a roll. I did not stop until they were all gone. I ate them all.
Yum.
That's how I am when I'm like really hot. I'm just getting really quiet and just stuff my face.
We're on a mission.
Like,
Eat the
that is like my whole world is whatever is in front of me.
Do chocolate chips belong in pancakes? Do you put chocolate chips in your pancakes?
I'm not much of a pancake eater, but
really,
why not put
That's a
chocolate
shame.
chips in there? Sure.
I think you should try some chocolate chips in pancakes.
I have tried.
And
It's fine. Yeah.
my father puts peanut butter on his pancakes. It's not bad.
On
It's
top?
Yeah, like instead of like butter. Like
Okay.
peanut butter
No, that'd
and
be good.
butter. fuck, it's
That would be good.
wild.
With the chocolate chip?
You die sooner. I mean, and then if it's crunchy, you're for sure dying sooner. If it's creamy peanut butter, then you're sane and you'll be okay.
I agree with that.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I
As
hate
someone who
crunchy.
likes-
I hate crunchy peanut butter.
Okay, so blue cheese is your only sin.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what other rules you have, but
I have so many rules. All right, chocolate chip belong in pancakes if it pleases.
Yeah.
You have to earn those chocolate chips though.
yeah, I don't eat any. I'm not really a pancake person.
What is the best donut?
Oh man, I don't know.
There's chocolate bars, there's cinnamon twists, there's maple bars with bacon on it, there's jelly donuts, there's Bismarck, there's bear claws, there's thumbprints.
I know there's so many.
Canadian
I like
dicks.
the with a little not the
I don't know what a Canadian dick is. Maybe something that looks like a hockey puck.
probably.
Maybe I'm sure there's hockey pucks. There's crullers. There's like kind of
Okay.
crullers. They're kind of fluffier donuts that have like the ridges in them.
Oh yeah.
Old fashioned donuts.
I'm not old fashioned. Something with sprinkles. I like the sprinkles. Yeah, maybe with a little cream filling.
Oh.
Maple bars are up there for sure.
I'm not a maple fan. Not at all.
What?
Chocolate bar for the win. Well, in the war of chocolate bar versus maple bar, chocolate bar all day. Chocolate bar
Maple
all
bar
day.
for sure.
My choice is for sure the Lester's Bakery in Winters, California, greatest bakery of all time. They fuck Voodoo Donuts because they have this cinnamon twist that's like it's super large and fluffy, and the middle of it is almost gooey with the hotness of the dough mixed with the kind of
the sugar.
sugary sludge. It just mixes into one divine.
I have not had that.
Cinnamon and the frosting
course.
sheen over, of course.
Right.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen that. Maybe they were just run out before I get there.
They're that popular. What time do you get there?
I don't go there that often, but
You gotta beat the Winters. Winters people wake up at 4 a.m.
I know they close at 4 o'clock.
Well,
if they were like,
Get it together. Get it together, Oregon. What is the best Girl Scout cookie flavor? What are you going after?
what's the caramely one? Or is it a peanut buttery?
There's
No,
the
not
one
that
that have
one.
my favorite's the coconut.
No.
It's like the
Ugh.
chocolate with the coconut kind of
Gross.
gooiness. Macadamians? No.
No, the Thin
The Samoas?
Mints.
Are they
Thin
Samoas?
Mints are good. Or I think more is a peanut buttery one. I can't remember what they're called. I'll say Thin Mints then because
I think mine's the purple box. You know what I'm talking about? It has kind of like
I
the
know they're
coconutty-
disgusting.
No,
They're
best.
disgusting.
By disgusting,
Oh God, you like the coconut shit?
I enjoy them so much. I'm gonna drink the entirety of this glass because I'm tired of looking at it. In the name of
Those little
Samoas.
coconut. Ugh.
Momoas?
Ugh.
Samoas.
Samoas, I think they're called.
Samoas. Huzzah!
Like the island because they have coconut on it, so they're tropical. Did I just blow your mind?
Glug, glug, glug. My mind is blown. Evan Williams.
Evan Williams. Are you proud of yourself?
No. Not.
Drinking beer.
Foul.
How you doing there, bud? You okay?
Stop being.
Do you feel like a man now?
I am a man now. Jesus Christ. All right. So we already talked about Gina Carano. Should she have been fired from Mandalorian for comparing
I don't know about fired.
Republicans being as ridiculed and
Maybe not
say-
fired, but she should have been given a sharp wag of the finger and say,
How
don't ever
sharp?
f***ing say anything like that again or we will fire you.
It's like, we respect that you have an opinion and
Yeah,
we
but
have
you
freedom to.
You can't say shit like that.
You should be allowed to. People say some crazy shit.
That's
both
f***ed
ends of the
up,
spectrum.
though.
Well,
Like-
it's the comparison
Okay, yes,
was
you
extreme.
can.
Comparing what Republicans go through to what Jews went through in the
You
beginning of World
can,
War
but if
II.
you're going to say something crazy like that, then yeah, there probably are going to be consequences.
Could have made other comparisons of just being ridiculed for what you believe in.
Right.
I think there's plenty of
other examples.
I just think she's looking to turn heads. She's looking to make a difference. Possible. I don't disagree with her message. Maybe the way she went about it and just knowing who you're employed by, Disney, who has for sure profited off Nazi type imagery.
Oh, well,
if you see it, be prepared in
I
particular
mean,
from
Disney is
Lion King,
not like
the hyenas are like if Disney is the one passing out moral life lessons, get the fuck
Disney
here
is not
and give your
exactly
child labor
the moral
other
high
nations
ground,
a
and yeah,
fucking
all of
raise.
the other probably pervy stuff they've put out.
It's outrageous. It's outrageous.
Right, I am with
The
you.
Siamese cats from Lady and the Tramp, like they're early shit.
Yeah.
I guess different time. We're talking. I'm judging
all
Disney by the 50s.
True.
Still Disney.
But
When I went to watch
still.
the animated Mulan the other day, it says in the beginning, like, there are many racial stereotypes here that we do not condone or believe in. We're saying this now. Just sucking off the PC culture, the cancel culture. It's like, you made this movie, you animated it, it is what it is.
Right.
Are there some points? Yeah, but like the apology, the fake apology before you watch it, though, this doesn't make me feel any better. For people that are truly offended by it, will that make them feel better before watching Mulan? I don't know. I just think maybe there's a fine line between...
I mean, it's good that they recognize that, like...
For sure,
like,
but I'd say do another press release, but like...
like, this is wrong.
But
like,
does
we
it
recognize
mean
it
anything
now.
if they don't give a shit? If it's because, okay, we have to do this, like, whatever, like, send it out there. If they really meant it, if they were really that culturally conscious, why make the movies like that in the first place? Even in the 90s. Maybe is that why they're not pumping out movies like they used to? They're
maybe.
Pixar's about it.
I don't know.
You'd
have to ask one of them.
Their movies are classic, though. Like, they go down in history, and I think...
Yeah.
It's not saying it's right, but the way they're written, some of the things they say... is indicative of the time, and it's kind of like that's history in a way.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't mean like because history is bloody, history is racist, history is prejudice, history is a whole lot of bullshit that is none too happy.
It's not exactly pretty, but
No.
I don't know if they care or not, but I think it's good. It's good that they at least acknowledge it instead of just being like, "F you guys."
But I don't think she should have been fired. But on what my buddy Colton Ranson had to say was, when you get hired by this place, I'm pretty sure they tell you what you can and can't say. I get per the contract, just like hold your tongue on certain issues or whatever. And it's if you sign a contract saying what you can and can't say, abide by it. And then if not,
maybe they did, but
you get
also
fired.
just like human decency, like.
Yeah,
Don't be an asshole.
It's tough. I don't think she's an asshole. I think she made a mistake of trying to compare something like what Republicans are going through compared to just like you said before, a genocide.
Yeah, I think.
A Holocaust. Different. It's like there's less extreme comparisons, analogies you could have made.
But I
don't think she should have been fired.
No.
But I wonder how they're going to write her character off. Because I guess apparently Pedro Pascal made similar comments in tweets prior.
I don't know who that is.
He's the main guy. He's Oberyn. He's the Mandalorian.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah, he's the main guy. You can't fire him. Plus, he's a male. Yay!
Yeah. He's not a white guy, though. So he does have to be a little careful.
The time of the straight white male is coming to an end, milady.
What shall ever you do?
I don't know. Just get my white privilege check in the mail every week and just be like, whoa! That kid, there's no such check. It'd be nice if there was.
It'd be nice. But
oh, God.
No.
It happens. What's better? All right, what's better? Odd or even numbers?
What?
Odd or even numbers? Which do you prefer?
I don't understand the question.
Odd numbers like 1, 3, 7,
I
97.
Who cares? What is it? I don't understand.
I f***ing care. And I need to know!
Even
numbers.
Sure.
Even numbers.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What's your opinion
who cares?
on the number 0?
I have no opinion.
Really? It's just kind of there. There's nothing
They're
else like it.
numbers. They're not there for you to have an opinion on. They are finite things.
Numbers are not finite.
Literally, that's what finite means.
No, numbers are infinite.
numbers are finite quantities, dipshit.
I meant the quantity of them is infinite numbers. You know what I'm trying to say. I hear what you're trying to say. Numbers identify a specific quantity of whatever, but the quantity of numbers
like
themselves...
right now, there are 2 glasses, and you can't say no. I don't like 2 glasses.
We're not talking about glasses. We're talking numbers.
God, you're an idiot.
I need to take that from you, woman. How dare you? Even numbers. It's been decided.
Okay.
What's a random bit of information you've retained from UC Davis? Like a class, like a science class, or just something that you could use to blow our minds? Scientific fact.
Okay, this is something you'll maybe appreciate. There is something called the Sonic Hedgehog gene.
It's literally a Sonic Hedgehog gene.
Yeah. Or protein, sorry.
Protein.
And it is responsible for telling like all where your body parts, where all they go in development.
This happens like
when you're a fetus.
Fetal
it
egg.
Says, okay, you need to make arms. Your arms go here.
Why is it called the Sonic?
I think something away about like the protein is shaped like it's really spiky.
That's so cool. A video game has transcended time.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
Never was really into the game, but I always respected it, you know, as one of the heavy hitters. I respect the game. Literally. Thank you. Thank you for calling that out.
You're welcome. That was a soft.
I didn't make... Oh, my God. Usually that's my, like...
I'm disappointed
That's
in
put on
you.
a T. Like, that's usually all the jokes I ever have, which is the utterly ridiculous. And then...
I'm step ahead of you.
Well, that's cool. I did not know.
Fun fact.
I'm sure there's a long sought out scientific name that just makes people flaccid.
Yeah, that's
Sonic
not...
the Hedgehog is,
Yeah, it has its whole scientific name, but they call it the Sonic Hedgehog protein.
I care not for it.
Well, you should. Otherwise, you would have your legs and arms would be like... like backwards or, in a different place. Or you'd have maybe forearms.
I do have forearms.
F-O-U-R.
Oh!
Arms.
Sorry. Here's a question.
What?
Could you kill a man?
Sure. Probably.
How? Trample him with a horse?
Sure. Yeah. Have him get kicked in the head. I don't know. Or a good old rock.
A rock?
Holy shit! I don't know. You have to provide more context. Like,
oh my God! I mean,
like, am I being like attacked? out somewhere, or is this like
you're just you
or am I
and
like
the man needs to die?
Or am I like a hired assassin? Like,
say you're equestrian. And you're putting your horses away at night. You're the last one there, and a man accosts you in the barn. And you have a hay hook.
Yeah. Or a hoof pick.
A hoof pick? Oh, and just... those are your weapons, a hoof pick and a hay...
You could definitely kill a person with that.
Yeah, well... just a quick little to the neck.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame. Well, I bet the situation...
You asked the question.
The situation would dictate your decision, I suppose. But I'd say, everybody has it in them.
Yeah, I feel like, it came down to it. Like, your life or theirs. What are you gonna do? Just take it?
What about if you're like an interrogator and then the guy's like, all right, go fucking kill his ass. Go get the information one way or another.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but
if you're an interrogator, would you have like leather gloves on?
Sure. And then I could.
Would you be in a suit or would you be like leather smock guy?
Oh yeah, like full leather, like combat.
Or would you be like
like leather, like cat suit? You know.
I thought you'd have like white apron around your waist, but you're like in a suit, like blazer up top.
What?
Like you have rubber gloves on. I don't know. What's your torture attire?
I would go like full leather, like not a cat suit, but like leather jacket.
Leather jacket.
Yeah.
Do you have any pants on?
Yes.
What kind of pants?
I don't know, just like black leather pants.
Black leather.
Sure.
Do you have your
complete the
horse
outfit?
riding? Yeah, complete the ensemble. Do you have a mask?
No.
You let them see your face?
Yeah.
Do you smile? Do you wink?
No. Just Death stare.
Just stare at them?
Just stone faced.
Would you ask them,
No
like, do you ever, like, make them feel better when you're torturing them? Like, give them hope or develop like a friendship? Like a dom?
No, I would be the bad cop. You can be good cop.
It's okay. We can go get Vertusco after this. We'll be friends. It's okay.
Just tell her what she wants.
Oh my god, oh my god. I'd such be the good cop. I'm like, okay, I don't really want this guy to. I would, if you ever put me in the bad cop position, I would be like, I can't do this.
I'll be the bad cop.
I'm lying right now.
I'll be the bad cop for you. You can be the good cop.
I appreciate that, man.
You're welcome.
Very good. Well, we've made it through this pod.
Woo!
I'd say we've crossed the hour threshold, which I'm trying to keep them at an hour these days.
Wow.
We've drank our drinks, smoked our smokes.
Solid.
Solid pod for kind of, it's somewhat aimless, but this is kind of the first one. It was more of like a freeform conversation. It was cool.
We did it.
It worked out.
We made it through.
We made it.
Look at us.
Through and through. Oh, let us finish these beers. Look, you have some Evan Williams to finish.
Oh, I do. All right.
You must.
All right.
Well, but this pod doesn't end until it's finished.
I will finish it.
Finish it. Does she finish the form? It's in. It's out. And
Evan Williams.
Thank you. And we have our IPAs down. Yep. Thank you for coming onto the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
All right, you guys. We're happy. We're having fun. What an awkward end of the podcast. I don't want to end the podcast this way. Awkwardly giggling.
Do something else.
How do you end a podcast? Do you have to do a backflip? I always end it with Gene Wilder going, You don't
have like a sign off line?
I usually say I love you guys, and then if you've ever listened to the pod, Maddie, it says
stay
you
classy,
lose.
San Diego.
No. Stay classy. We're talking to winners here. Winners. Winners and winters.
But you don't have a line like that?
You know what? The podcast is over. It's done. Done now. I'm standing with my fist. It's done now.
Fine.
You lose. Good day, sir.